So I'm in the Javits Center. It is not Comic-Con though. It's Engadget Expand, and it's also hotel and convention.
Now I'm actually on the Wi-Fi of the convention. Excuse me, the convention center.
Oh, go.
Cool. Yeah, and then so for instance, we do a lot of conventions. Like recently we were at one in Vegas, and so we just popped a 4G card in the back, took it out at night on the Vegas Strip, and just kind of did some PR and hey guys. So it's very mobile, and that's what's really great about this product. I think that sets us apart is the mobility aspect. So you're your own commander-in-chief. You get to choose when you go right, left, backwards, forwards, all done in real time.
So I could be in, let's say, in France and be able to talk to you the same way?
Precisely. Yeah, so the way it works, it could be, so beam to beam you could talk, or beams plural, you can have more than one beam talking to, or it's going to be beam to desktop or laptop. And then as for tablets, the only tablet that's compatible would be, it's a Surface Pro, and the reason why is because it runs a Windows 8, and therefore it will actually be compatible. Yeah, so that's a little bit about Beam and how it works. Do you have any other questions I can answer for you?
How long does the charge last?
Yeah, that's a great question. It's actually a full work day, so it's 8 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there's no oh, I can't work today because I'm just kidding. I actually do full 8 hours. Yeah, I've actually been working with the company for about a year, and to see its growth and just to see what we've added to it to enhance the product. Our beta version, it didn't have any type of driving assist. So with the driving assist that we've actually added, it's a lighting detection radar, where basically what it does is if you get close to an object, it actually slows down the device. So just like a car, it will stop it to help with accidents, because insurance for this thing is high. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. And we also added our parking assist too. So we were just listening to consumers and what their feedback was. Originally, you had to dock it yourself manually, and you could do it. It just was kind of tedious and annoying. So when you get close to a docking, it actually lights up green with a halo, and you just pull the P button down for park, and then it parks it yourself. Yeah.
How much do these run?
Yeah, so it's about $20,000, $16,000 for the actual device itself, and then it's going to be $950 for the dock, which you need for charging purposes, and $3,200 annually for support and service. That portion can be basically crunched down depending on how much support you want throughout the year. But it's about $20K, which I know a lot of people are like, oh my god, that price tag's huge. You have to think about this though, you're a business, let's say. You have a business of 100 people. You buy one of those beams, the usership isn't just for one person, it's unlimited. In the sense that you just go onto our website, digitaltech.com, download the application Beam for free, upgrades are all for free. Username is normally linked to your email address, and you have authority to use it, given permission. So with that said, you can have a company of 100 people and they all work remotely. You can have the beam, one beam in your office, and they can all beam in that way. So I kind of the cost kind of gets spread, and it just depends on what you want to use it for too. And industries that we're in, medical, education, government, manufacturing. We have big corporations, Fortune 500 corporations who are using our products. But they have, manufacturing companies in China, and instead of them going back and forth from the East Coast they're basically enabling themselves to be there every single day, but still be in New York when they wake up. It was also cut down on travel costs like that as well. Yeah. It's a cool product, because when I first started working for the company, it's kind of all right, it's like a Skype on wheels. That's cool, but and I'm a very much people person. I like to be in front of a person and physically there. So I wasn't sure how I was really going to respond to this. And to be honest, working with a company, this veil has really dropped for me in the sense that I feel like I'm there more so than I am here in my office. So it's it's a cool virtual experience where I really feel like my presence is there. I don't know how you guys feel on your end. I don't know if you feel like I'm actually there talking to you.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm connecting. At least I'm hoping I'm connecting.
It doesn't seem like there's a delay.
No, it's amazing.
Yeah. You usually, if it's satellite link, it's a delay. But
Hi guys, thanks.
but there's usually like a delay or something like that. But yeah, it seems like you're live.
Yeah, I mean, I am live. There's really no lag. And then what also is great too is that like when I first started working for the company, I was like, oh, it's just, you know, like video conferencing. Okay, that's cool. It's just another way to do it. It's pricey to do so. But at the same time, I was like, you know, there's so many amazing applications. And in retrospect, it really isn't as pricey as you would assume. I've actually recently worked at a convention for nursing and also hospice. And that's something I love about working for this company. I do tons of different conventions. I'm learning so much all the time. So I always try to ask a person, what do you do? And then I try to figure out the way Beam can help enhance them. So with nursing homes, I didn't know this. They don't have doctors 24/7 on site.
Yeah.
And so what they do with any type of problem, big or small, they just ship them to the hospital. And you know those emergency rooms, those bills, those are big bills. So what we've done is actually they've bought beams, they put them inside their facilities. And so when something like that does happen, they actually have a doctor who's on call at the hospital beam in, assess the situation, see if it's necessary for the patient to be outsourced, or excuse me, to be brought to the hospital or to be treated inside the facility.
Wow.
So I don't know. I think I'm really excited about this product. I like it. I love that I'm working for a company that I like, a product that I enjoy. I love that it's enhancing people's lives. We work with also a company, not really a company. It's more so an organization. It's called Robots for Humanity. So we work with this guy. His name's Henry Evans, and he's unfortunately he suffered from a stroke. So that left him paralyzed, basically from the neck down. And normally to operate a beam, you have to use your hands, of course, to use the arrow keys. But our engineers are amazing, and they've actually found out a way to use his eye movements to operate the beam. So what's really rewarding for me is to see how it's helped people with disabilities really improve their quality of life and have life outside of their home.
Wow.
So it's been a treat all around, I must say.
Wow.
Yeah, I've used it before with, I work a lot with YouTube stuff, and they have facilities around the world. And when I was in LA, they were able to show us some of the stuff they're doing here in New York, and vice versa. I was at a party last week, and they had people coming in. It's a great way to share ideas and to actually, feel like you're there. It's good for you.
Exactly. Precisely. And actually, so I'm from Northern California, but I moved to Los Angeles because I'm starting to build our, traction over there for the company. But I work remotely, so I'm just in the office today because I have family here. But long story short, I literally feel like I'm still part of the culture and the community of my Palo Alto office and my coworkers, and I feel part of the team still, being in LA.
Yeah.
Which I think is awesome. And you also have sharing capabilities too, in the sense that, I was able to share my screen to show you what I saw, but I could also share documents, I could share spreadsheets, I could share videos.
Awesome. Wow.
Yeah.
Can you connect is there a mobile app where it was like you can use it or operate it or something like that?
So the only type of mobility in that aspect, it would be a tablet, and the only tablet that is compatible would be a Surface Pro, because it runs Windows 8, and that's compatible with our software. It's gonna make sure it has a really clean and precise picture for you. We want to make sure it's working as solid as possible.
Okay. Can you spin it around for me?
Oh, my pleasure.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much.
Hopefully today we're going to be releasing it at CES, so the end of beginning of the year. And what's cool about that is that it's consumer driven in the sense that the price point is $2,000 versus $20.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's definitely vastly different. The way I best describe it is think about Beam Pro, the one that you see before you as an adult that you're talking to. Beam Plus is going to be more like a child that you're talking to. The screen is going to be smaller, it's going to be shorter in stature, but the purpose of this object is to basically have it in your homes. So let's say you have a grandmother who is overseas, you don't get to see her a lot. Put a beam over there, you're able to beam in and talk to her all the time. Or if you have, if your parents, they travel a lot, they're able to beam in, have, dinner with the family, make sure their son's doing their homework. Or, if you have kids and later on they get into their high school years and you want to check in on them when you're on vacation, making sure they're not doing anything. So, I just want to let you guys know about that. But I really appreciate your time, and thanks for visiting us at Beam.
All right, thank you. Bye.
Bye.
so weird being in here when it's not Comic-Con. It's kind of like a weird dream.
Platinum sponsor. AMD was
Right there in the bronze.
I'm aware.